Good morning, everyone. Happy Tuesday. Good morning, Batgirl. Good morning, Roland Allen. Hope you had a well evening last night. Hope you slept well. I'll wait a few minutes and give a couple of more people to come in. So I literally just sent the message. I didn't even realize the time. Time goes by so fast in the mornings. I'm going to enter the link for Mr. Butler and come in. If you can hear me, type a one in the chat, please. Give it a couple of more minutes, and if not, I'll go ahead and get started. Good morning, Neil. Good morning.
Hello, Shrinking Sharon.
Good
Okay,
morning.
Good morning, Marcia.
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay. Sometimes I'm not sure. Do I have it plugged in good? Yes. So,
How's things with you, Sharon?
oh, things are great. Things are great and stuff. I don't know why I've been taking a nap the last couple of days. I think it's this rain. Rain makes you want to do nothing but go to sleep.
Naps are awesome. I'm just saying.
Yes, they are. Good morning, Philly Cable Dave. Good morning, Pudding. Good morning,
Hello,
Ruben.
Pudding.
Yes.
Morning,
David.
Nell.
Shoot, because I've like I said, I've been taking one the last couple of days, and I they've been a help to me. And today is more the same. I think it's going to be 100% rain today.
It's too hot. It's too hot outside where I am.
It's hot outside where you're at.
Yeah, it's too hot.
What is the weather running about there?
It's about 90 degrees.
Wow, you're almost like down south. Your
I
weather.
don't. I don't know how long we're gonna have it for though.
Oh, good morning, Simi.
Hello, Sammy.
Yes, ours. I'm back up in the north, so out Midwest, so it doesn't get as hot there. I mean, hot here yet. Not until well into the summer. Not until well into the summer. So,
Yeah, being in the Midwest, that means you get the humidity with it too.
oh yeah, yes. What part of the country you're in?
I'm in West Virginia.
You're
Hello,
West
Georgia.
Virginia, okay. So you're practically right next door.
Yeah, I'm up in the mountains on top of it. So
Yes. Okay, good morning, Kiko. Good morning, Giorgio. Let me see. Let's get an invite link. You'd like to come on?
Hello, Sim.
Good morning,
Pudding.
STEM Universe.
Kiko.
Let me paste this.
Giorgio.
So that was a great show last night, Maldiv. It's a really nice little turnout. That was really nice.
thank you.
Whose show was that, Sharon?
He can tell you more about it. I'll let Maldiv tell you more.
We did a live show last night on my channel for the pay it forward drawings for the raffles that we've been doing.
All right.
And you know, even if you haven't seen it, last night, Deathstroke went onto YouTube and watched the video.
Yep.
I mean, him and me have talked and everything throughout all this, and then over the past several weeks. But he hadn't seen the other video as far as I know or anything. But then he watched the one last night and left a comment on it, and said it had him sitting there in tears.
Oh,
Well, crying tears or tears of joy.
I would say joy.
I would say joy too. I would say joy for sure. Yes, I mean, because like I see that's something that's very hard going through something like that, and at this time a year makes it even worse, you know.
Definitely with what all's going on worldwide right now.
Yes, yes, with
Where
everything
can
that's going on.
where can I watch that video to? Pay it forward.
It is on my channel. Give me a second here, and I'll post a link to my channel out in the chat.
Right, thank you.
Okay. So, how have you been doing the last few days and everything, Ian?
Yeah, not too bad. I spent the last few days just lying in bed because I haven't been sleeping in the nights. So I've been sleeping a lot in the daytime, but
Yeah,
not really sleeping, just
resting.
on, yeah, just resting. But it's better than nothing, It's better than just
Hmm.
because I really needed the rest, like. But I thought I was in the garden now, and I thought, oh, I'm gonna have to go in because it's a bit too hot out here for me. And then I realised then that shrinking Sharon's due on any time. So I checked my YouTube on my phone, and I was right. So I just got my PC on now, and I thought I'd jump on as soon as I can, like.
Yes, I didn't realize when I was sending everybody the message that it was already time for me to go on. Because I last looked at the clock and it was like 9:12, and I was like, oh, let me do this real quick. I was like, oh, let me hurry up and send everybody a message out. The time I sent the message, it was already 9:35. Good morning, Cody, man.
Uh,
Good morning, Giorgio. Yes, but anyway, today I titled "Cutting the Cord" because I want to know for each person what caused you to want to cut the cord and leave the cable company. What made you get fed up with things that was going on there in the Cody community? Yeah, I'm not Cody community. I'm talking about Cody. I'm sorry, in the cable community. And what made you want to go towards the things that we do to save money?
well, um, I'll just say that my contract, my broadband contract, ran out in April, and I was paying £44 per month. And I phoned them up, Talk, and I said, look, if you can't give me a better deal, if you for me to pay a bit less and still have fast broadband, I said I'm gonna quit. I'm gonna quit being with you, and I'll go with somebody else. So they've offered me the same package, but instead of £44 a month, they're just gonna charge me £26 a month.
Okay.
Go with somebody else.
So do you pay cable? I mean, do you have what in your package? Is it just telephone and internet, or do you
No,
have some cable with it?
no, it's internet and my landline telephone.
Mhm. Okay. But what made you get fed up with the cable part of it?
I just thought, well, what it was, I don't know whose show I was on. It might have been yours, but somebody else from the UK said in the chat that they was having so many megabytes per second download and all this, and they was only paying £28 a month. And I thought, oh, I'm gonna have to phone Talk and sort this out because I'm paying £44 out for just the limit I can go to, which is 70 megabytes per second. So, well, I'm glad I phoned them up anyway because I'm saving, say, £26 a month now.
Okay.
So
Okay.
that was it. That was I was cutting the cable cord by doing that. Do you know what I mean?
Okay.
Because
Okay.
we're not fortunate enough to make our own broadband. We can't go out and buy our own modems and routers.
Oh yeah, you did say that you can't do that over there in your country.
No, we can't do that in the UK. It's just something you can only do in the States, and I don't know what Canada maybe. I'm not sure. But it's it's the only thing I could have done to cut my cable cord was to more or less threaten the company that if they didn't give me anything cheaper, I was
Yeah,
gonna I was gonna leave.
that's what we all do.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yes. Good morning. For those I didn't get a chance to speak, good morning, Alex A. Good morning. Good afternoon, rather, Diggs. And it's a
Georgia,
good morning.
Georgia.
So,
Yeah.
Giorgio, what did you do to? Good morning, Giorgio.
Morning, yeah.
And speaking on that, what did you do to make you finally get fed up with the cable companies, not to want to pay the cable and try to go cut the cord and save money? And in your country, are you able to have your own modem or own router?
Not sure about that. I don't think so. No, we're not allowed here. You have to rent from the company. They won't. You're not allowed to have your own, as far as I
Yeah,
know.
it's the
Oh
same as
wow.
ours, Sharon.
Mhm. Well, what about what made you leave the cable company? I mean, as far as the cable
Uh,
part of it.
yeah, the cable companies are expensive. Then I had Rogers cable, and they wanted like $35 just for the sports pack.
Wow, that's
Just for the
Wow.
expensive.
sports pack, it was $35. I was like crazy, man. So
So,
what it came like whatever, $150, $120 a month,
mhm.
plus my internet, plus this, plus that. It would add it up to over $200 a month.
Wow,
Wow.
that's a
So,
lot.
what did you make? What made you say no more cable? I need to save this money. Good morning, Adrian.
Um,
Morning,
I didn't want
Adrian.
I didn't want to pay all those. I didn't want to pay all that money, so I got into streaming. But when I did streaming, like was I think it's like 2 years, maybe more than that. I um I got streaming from guys online, paying their services like what do you call it, IPTV,
Yes.
and I was paying IPTV, and I was paying too much for IPTV, so I started doing my own IPTV, and I became a reseller.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. All right. So, you've never looked. Do you regret leaving the cable company?
Oh no,
Not a little bit.
the best thing I ever did. I left the cable company.
Yeah.
Even
Some people.
internet's expensive here too. Everything's
Hmm.
expensive.
Yeah. Yeah. It's expensive everywhere. They're gonna find a way to make the money, and they got more and more with internet. I remember before, internet used to be nothing like they do with the telephone house phones now. Used to be okay. We'll throw some internet in for you. You know, not really give it to you, but it was very cheap before people had to really rely on it.
I
And the
think
cable was the big thing.
if there's competition, it's better for everybody. Prices. If there's more competition, more companies, they can lower the prices down for for the
Yeah.
Right, right. Competition is everything. I know that here we have we're about to have Wow. It's coming.
ATL.
And
Yeah?
we have AT&T and we have Spectrum. So we
Okay.
have a couple of good morning, Tara. So we have a couple of companies that compete with each other. I can say, well, okay, I want you to go to Wow, or I don't. I could go to AT&T. So thank God in my area, I'm able to have those other two choices. But I pretty much am happy with Spectrum. Spectrum has pretty much been my go-to. But what made me say goodbye to the cable, like you said, the prices was just steady going up. I wasn't even watching half the stuff on TV. You know.
Sharon, in the U.S., is there competition? Do you have like more than one carrier for cable?
Yeah. Well, not all.
Yeah.
Like for example, where in my area we have our choice of Wow,
Okay.
AT&T, and Spectrum.
Okay.
So we have a choice to say, you know what, if you're not doing right, we'll go to the other company.
Yeah.
But what about where you live, Maud? What about where you're at?
It's about the same. We have Frontier in the area. We have Suddenlink, um, which used to be, if I remember right, part of Spectrum,
Hmm.
or may even still be. Who knows? And then, of course, AT&T. For which is partnered with DirecTV for satellite. Um, None of them are really, in my personal opinion, valid options just because of pricing. And of course, when it comes to competition, they have to be different industries in the
Yeah.
United States. You can't have, for example, Cox and Comcast in the same area.
Yes. The both of them are the worst to me anyway.
Yeah, and that's due to FCC regulations here with the whole cable backbone across the U.S. That's where that comes into play. But at least they still allow the competition as far as like with satellite and certain other services, which is good. That at least gives them a little bit difference. But anymore, it's as bad as pharmaceuticals in the U.S. You know,
Oh
it's
yeah.
certain things or a lot of drugs they won't make generics for. They don't allow them to make generics for, so there's no competition on pricing. So they charge whatever they want.
Mm-hmm.
And unfortunately, in the U.S. and obviously, you know, even where y'all are from, they're bad about, hey, here's a great deal, but you're only going to get it for so long, and after that,
Mm-hmm.
you can get another deal because you'll already be a customer.
Right, and I think that's messed up. I remember way back in the day where the cable company, especially when the other two competitions came, they used to give you free stuff. They used to give you everything, trying to get you to stay with their cable company. Now
Yeah.
it's just like, oh well, you know, we gave you a year. That's it. Now the good thing I do like about Spectrum is kind of like it's not prepaid, but it's not a contract either. So you can leave at any time. Where a lot of companies like I guess AT&T. I never had AT&T, but I know what Comcast is mainly like a contract.
Yeah,
You know, they
and
want to pay all this money to leave them.
nice thing about some of them, and I know if I'm not mistaken, Spectrum does it. DirecTV does it. They have their apps for Android and iOS to
Hmm.
allow you to watch it that way too.
But you know what? I couldn't find the app on the Shield yesterday.
Well, it depends on your device because, for example, DirecTV's or not DirecTV charters,
Hmm.
they don't have it
Which
for
is a part
on.
of Spectrum.
Yeah. Well, yeah, they transitioned. It used to be Charter Spectrum, and now they just go by Spectrum.
Hmm.
Their app was on the Play Store. You could get it for certain devices, your especially phones and all. But like your Fire Sticks, it wasn't on the Amazon store. And if you put it on there, it didn't work right. But oddly enough, Spectrum has their app for even the Xbox. So if you have an
Uh,
Xbox, you can put it on there and use it. So you know if and I think DirecTV's even now they have a streaming only. Is it
yes.
package that you can get? And I think more of them are going to start moving to that just because it makes more sense and they can offer it at a lower cost. So hopefully more of them start doing that. But yeah, it's the whole industry needs to reevaluate, kind of like how the music industry did.
Oh yes, yes, they definitely do. And Cody Man says he got AT&T and he pays $10 a month on his programming. So that's a pretty good deal, Cody Man. But now for me, I had just moved and so over here I had with Spectrum. Only way to get the price cheaper originally was to get the phone with my internet. So I got the phone with the house phone with the internet, which wasn't that big a deal because I have a small child. So I kind of want a house phone anyway, in
Yeah,
case our phones go out or anything. And I want her to know how to use the phone, and I don't really necessarily want her messing with a cell phone yet. She just turned 8 last week, so yeah.
yeah,
But, I mean, unless it's emergency. So I called them back to see about getting a better modem because originally when they gave it when I finally did, I was waiting for it to come in the mail. It was a delay with it coming in the mail. Thank God my sister told me that the actual place was open, so I was able to go there and get my modem before time for it to come in the mail, or I would have just now been getting my internet last week when I had ordered it like 2 weeks earlier, going on 3 weeks.
hmm
And just a second, someone's at my door. Just a second. Can
right.
someone take over?
Yep.
Yeah.
So just kind of a little bit more on what got me to switch was just that. I mean, we had DirecTV at the time, and we combined them with our AT&T billing. Of course, they completely screwed it all up.
And what were you paying before you switched?
Before we switched, we was paying about, let's see, combined for internet and TV. Even though they were different companies, we were still paying about 165, 170 a month.
Right.
And we didn't have any frills with the TV side.
Right.
Even after dropping TV, it didn't drop that much. I mean, until recently, we were still paying like one after taxes, everything about 125 for internet. We also had home phone with it, which was 25 a month. But now we're all the way down to just the internet, and it's about $72 a month for the package I have. So yeah, it's been a little bit of a journey to get there, but we saved now, right at $100 a month compared to what we did. And we had tried Sling TV, things like that, but we just didn't watch enough live TV to justify it. It was super rare that we would watch TV live. 90% of what we watched was on demand, or we'd stream it anyway because it wasn't available and on demand. So there really just wasn't a purpose for us to keep any of it.
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask you. The other night I was on Roas's channel and I won the giveaway.
Mm-hmm.
I won the what was it now, Giorgio? Super box, wasn't it?
You won the super box? I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, the super box.
Did you get it?
No, I haven't had it yet.
Okay.
I don't know if it's just the S1 or the S1 Pro, but what I wanted to know is it comes with they say a lifetime guarantee, but that normally means about 2 years free of IPTV.
Supposed to be a life.
Yeah, what I was wondering was, can I put my own IPTV on it so I can have the UK channels?
Yeah, for sure you can.
Yeah. Oh yeah, most definitely.
The person who I have it off now, how I have it is, I have it through his email address. He sends it down through an email. Would I be able to do the same with this super box?
Yeah, you should be able to. I mean, and Giorgio, correct me if I'm wrong here, because I haven't watched any of the videos on this box.
Yeah.
This is an Android box, correct?
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Okay. Then yeah, anything that you can do with your current setup, you can do with it, or should be able to.
Right. That's good.
But
Okay,
super box, they say it's supposed to be a lifetime of support, free lifetime. I doubt it.
Yeah, but
No.
Roas was saying that and Next Level Tech, they were saying when they say that kind of stuff, that normally means about two years free.
Yeah,
Yeah.
usually something like that.
Yeah.
Okay,
Hey,
Russell,
Russell, yeah, for my speeds, it's I usually get between 300 and 400 down, which I pay for 4, so I consider that a win, at least with cable.
Yeah.
and that's why I'm trying. That's why I'm upgrading to.
It used to be a lot worse, but there for a while I couldn't get above 2, and they've been slowly upgrading things as far as in my area to improve it. They just oversold what they
Oh,
had.
nice, Russell die. Yes, I know. I know that for me, okay, originally I was supposed to get the 100 or whatever meg. They had gave me the lowest one that I could get. And I was like, that's not what I ordered. That's not what I paid for. That's not what I'm paying for. What I'm trying to get. And so I thought I had to take my modem back. So I went to take my modem back to get the higher thing. And they was like, oh, we could just do it with the computer. I said, well, I want the terabyte, the highest or whatever you get. He was like, you don't need the terabyte or whatever. The terabyte, you're gonna be paying an arm and leg. I said, well, I don't really need a terabyte, but I need some high. I do a lot of stuff online. So anyway, I ended up I was supposed to be getting the 400 meg, but right now I got the 100 meg. And the only reason why I don't have the 400 yet is because they had to send me a different modem for that, and they didn't have it in the store. So when it comes,
Yeah,
which they told me it'd be 3 days. This past 3 days, it was 10 days for the other one came, so I expect the same on this one.
yeah. Difference is your DOCSIS 3.0 support up to, I believe it's 200 or 300 down,
Hmm.
and you need to go to like a DOCSIS 3.1 that has the more channels on it, so that you can go to the higher speeds. That's the reason they told you that.
Hmm.
And if you're going to pay for 400, you might as well have a modem that supports it. Um,
Right, right. So that's
I
why
mean,
I'm
let's
waiting
be
to come in the
honest.
mail. When it comes, then I'll be able to change over.
Yeah, yeah, and it's a simple process to get it switched over. Um, Now, as far as that 1 gigabyte, with it being a cable company, odds are you would rarely ever see that speed. So
Oh yeah, that 1 terabyte.
yeah, the on their gigabit speeds,
Thank you, Philly.
they oversell to the point to where it's hard for most people with cable companies in the states to get that.
Yes, yes, because they was telling me that it would cost them 199 deposit, and then I forgot how much they told me a month. I was like, oh well, no, I
Yeah,
don't want to do that anyway. I'm not going to pay that,
well,
even though I love my internet.
yeah. And what a lot of people don't realize is, just because you pay for a higher speed doesn't mean it's going to be better for you. Because if let's say you've got two streaming devices in your home, plus
Mhm.
your cell phones that are connected, 2 or 3 cell phones on your router, um, maybe a computer, um, and you're paying for 200, and you're like, well, I want to upgrade to 400 or a gigabit just because I need that higher download speed because of these devices. So because I keep getting a lot of buffering.
Mhm.
That's not necessarily going to fix your buffering. You need to do some research on it, because if you're not maxing out your bandwidth, then going to a higher package doesn't mean it's going to help. That just means you can have more devices that are going to be running at the same time. Um, your upload speed controls a lot of it, but a good way to test it to know if it's going to help you is while it's buffer. If you're running at a time everything's buffering, you've already power cycled all your equipment. Um, Go ahead and get everything online that's normally online for you. If your kid's not playing a game but they play games a lot, tell them to run in there and play a game real quick. And while they're playing, while you got something streaming, um, and everybody else is there, do a speed test. See if you get, you know, at least half the speed you pay for, that and close to what you normally get when you run a speed test. And the reason I say that is because if you're doing all this stuff that's using up your bandwidth, your speed test is going to be a lot lower. So if you pay for 200, you do a speed test, you're only getting 50. Then tell everybody, okay, stop playing your game and all. Stop these streams. Try it again. If it doesn't shoot up to 200, then one, you're not getting the speed you should. Two, upping it to 400 isn't going to do you any good.
Correct.
So it's a good way to test it. You can test it while everybody's using it, and tell them, hey, your stuff may freeze for a few moments while I'm doing this, and then that'll give you a better view of it. It's hard to gauge when you're trying to figure out if you're using all of it or not. It really is, but that's the easiest way, is just run your speed test while everybody's using it, see what you get.
I think I'm gonna do that later today because, like, yesterday morning would have been a great time when my daughter got done doing her work. She jumped on the living room TV. She jumped on my YouTube. My son jumped on his game, and I was in here doing my show. That would have been a perfect time to have been trying to do a speed test as well because there was a lot going on.
Well, believe it or not, 100 with all that going on, long as
Hmm.
the upload speed, and a lot of people don't realize your upload impacts your download drastically. Um, long as your upload wasn't um, isn't too low on the 100 meg package, you shouldn't have too much of an issue with what you just said.
Hmm.
Um, your upload, because what it is, the reason I say it affects your download is your upload affects how quick your computers, your Android boxes, your phones, all that can reply to that remote server out there on the internet. And if your upload's maxed out and it can't respond quick, then that server takes longer to respond back to you, slowing down your download. So it's part of the whole back and forth communication. That's why upload is so important. I usually recommend to people, especially if they have a couple kids at home, especially if at least one of them's into gaming, try to go with a package that has 20 megabit down, or I'm sorry, 20 megabit up. That way, that helps see to it that there's minimal impact for you as far as because of upload. Because most people with 20 up usually never experiences problems because of the amount of devices that are on their network.
Yes. And then on the nice hat, I was saying something to you. It's paying 200 megabytes, but only getting 140. The technician explained everything and showed them a map of where the source comes from. His residence, he learned something.
Nice, it's good you had a tech that actually was familiar with things. A lot of times that don't happen, especially with contract techs. But it sounds like you may have had a tech that worked for the actual company rather than one of the contractors. And that's great. They can usually explain things to you pretty good. For example, if you have cable, your SNR, your signal to noise ratio, plays a big part in your speeds, regardless of what you pay for. If you have a bad SNR ratio, signal to noise ratio, your speeds are going to suffer because of it. Sometimes they can do a lot for that. The technicians can on the company. Sometimes they can't. It depends on a lot of factors for that. But, if you get a technician that's from the actual company, not a contractor, they can usually give you just all kinds of information to help you understand why you may be having the problems you see. And when I say technicians, I mean the ones that come out to the houses, not the ones on the phone. Because it's a completely different world from what someone you talk to in tech support on the phone sees versus these guys that are out in the field and what all they do and what they have to know to fix things out in the field.
Mm-hmm. I remember the last house I lived in, it was crazy. The only place to really put a modem was I had a really long, big house, and we still have it. And where the modem was on the other side of the house, but that was the best signal for them. But sometimes my modem would act like I had dollop and stuff, and I had the technician, I don't know how many times come. And I was like, well, why can't I move it here? It's closer. This is telling me in the end, the best thing for me to do is get some extenders because where the modem, where they had to put the modem at, which I thought was the craziest thing. And I didn't have a combo. They were separate. My router and my modem was separate.
There's, and a lot of times you'll get technicians, unfortunately, that kind of BS you.
Mm-hmm.
Those are usually contractors, just so people know.
Mm-hmm.
If you have a lot of repeat issues with your internet provider that keeps requiring technicians to come out, after the third time, when you call in, ask for a field supervisor to be assigned for you, and push it, don't drop it. And I say that because your field supervisors, these are the guys, they work for the cable company. And they work out in the field as well. Just like the technicians that come out to the houses, they go out to the houses as well and work. But they're beyond super knowledgeable. And when them guys get involved in something, because it's an escalation, I have yet to hear or be involved with one myself that was not beyond super diligent. Them guys are usually great. That's part of their job. And if you keep having a repeat issue, usually you have to have someone out there 3 times before you can ask for a field supervisor and actually get one assigned to you. And you know when it happens because they call you themselves from their cell phone and they
Yes.
give you their cell phone number.
Yes.
I've had it happen a few times and had to deal with it. The last one, I ended up working with him over 2 or 3 months. And the end result was he ended up battling it out with the engineers at the knock in my area to replace equipment at the knock to fix the issue.
Yes.
So that kind of gives you an idea of, when it happens, if you can get one of them involved, they usually go the extra mile because they can help you figure out a lot of things that normally would not have been figured out.
That's
That's what
really great information. I just finished writing down everything you said.
that's what I was gonna say. This super box I've had of ROAS.
Yes, this is what Billy K today said. Superbox
Yeah.
Pro, stock Android,
What I'm
stock
wondering,
APKs too. On it.
what I'm wondering is because there's already a so-called lifetime IPTV subscription on it. So is IPTV built into the box?
No, they're probably just using an APK on it with an account for it.
Yeah, I know. I noticed. I can't, Blue. I think it's called Blue. I think. Well, anyway, what I was going to say is the person I have my IPTV off, which goes through his email address. What do you know exactly where to put my IPTV on that super box?
Well, you could put it. You would put it on there using the APK that you get with your current service. You could install that APK directly on there, and it would show up just like it does on any device you got now.
I don't know what APK that is, though.
You don't know what the name of what APK is the name of your service? You don't watch it through APK?
Well, a lot of them have their own, so to speak.
Okay.
Well, what it is, right? My IPTV is the signal was sent to a mag box.
Oh, okay.
Well, in that case, Ian, I would just reach out to them when you get it.
Yeah.
And let them know, hey, I just got this and everything. Here's what my account has.
Yeah.
Here's my account, my username, because that's how they would look you up usually.
Mm-hmm.
And let them know, hey, I'm wanting to use this now instead, or this in addition to it. What do I need to do with your service? And they can usually walk you through everything and help you out.
Right.
Okay.
Thank you for that.
And then this is what Tara said.
Yeah, I need to get a video done up for Mike G on that.
Yes. Also, I noticed on some of my videos, I don't know if you guys, especially with the live shows, some you're able to see the live comments and some of you aren't. I wonder why on some of them you can watch when you play the replay, you can see the live comments and some of them you can't.
Two things. One, it has to be enabled, which once you do it once, it's usually enabled by default. If it's not, you need to go in there just to check to see if you can. Go ahead and re-enable it.
What do you enable it at?
It would be in your YouTube studio.
Okay.
For the video. That's usually where the options are.
Okay.
Now, actually, believe it or not, some do. Depends on the area that you're in with your provider. And I say that because it's based on their equipment out in the field, their field routers and all, and then also how many people are in your area with it. So, for example, one area I lived in here with the company that I'm still with, I had 100 megabit. I got 100% of it, 99.9% of the time. When they started offering packages up to a gigabit, boom, that went away. It was hard for me to get 100 megabit, and now it's not a problem. But it depends on your area, how many people are using it. If you have people that are running torrents in the area, unfortunately, because that'll eat up a lot of the bandwidth. But speaking from experience, because I used to work for a cable company for a long time and worked with engineers at the knock, they oversell their upload bandwidth. So they may share like 30 megabit across 300 customers. And that kind of falls back to what I was talking about earlier, where that upload that you have available plays a big impact on your download. Because if your house can't respond to the internet fast enough because that upload's not available, then the internet is sending stuff to your house slower. So, but fortunately, companies do improve the equipment out in the field and their bandwidth. Unfortunately, it takes them a long time to do it, at least from my experience.
Okay, and then here's a question from Cedric. Okay, let me see. There's a question or is it a statement? Okay, I just upgraded 400 megabits. I also have Spectrum Mobile phone service. How's the Spectrum Mobile phone service? They were trying their best to get me to get phone service. I was like, no, thank you. My phone downloads are 440 and upload 23. My Fire Stick is down 270 and up 24. Okay. I've never tried their cell phone service. Like I said, they were trying so hard to get me to get their cell phone service the other day, and but they do have a new package called dang, I forgot the name of the package, but you get 18 channels for or is it 10 channels for 18? No, it's 18 channels for $10 or something like that. It's like your choice package. You can fit 18 channels.
$18 for 10 channels. Wow.
That's not
No,
bad,
no,
especially if
it's
it's
18
channels that you
channels.
watch.
I think it's 18 channels for 10. I said it just the opposite, something like
Okay.
that. But anyway, you get to pick 18 channels, so definitely 18 channels.
Hmm.
And but I'm pretty sure it's just a year. And they asked you, what do you like to watch and stuff. And so anyway, long story short, I have phone, internet, and I do have them 18 channels. They'll try out, and my bill is under 100.
Awesome. And you said you get to pick the channels?
Yes, I got to pick the channels I wanted. Well, I didn't get to pick all the 18
Well,
channels.
yeah.
What
They
I
give
like.
you a limited
Yeah, they
range.
gave me I told them I like to watch my news channels, all my news channels. I told them I like identity discovery, and so based on like an identity discovery and HGTV, they gave me channels like that. So I got to like
I knew
some
I
of
liked you for a reason.
them. So yeah, but I watched them because I'm pretty sure in a year they're gonna try to go up. So I made sure I marked it on everything to make sure I can't select it right now. I had to get all my children, all my daughter's channels, like her Disney
Good morning,
and
Ronster.
yes, good morning, Roster, and all them channels like that. And I said thank you for explaining it to him very detailed.
Hello, Mr. Butler.
Yes, good morning, Mr. Butler and Tara and anyone else I didn't get a chance to say good morning to. So, basically, like I said, I know the part with the 18 channels. I know that's going to be very temporary because I can see them trying to go up. You could take that and keep it.
Yeah.
And they was really trying to get me. This would have made my bill over 100 had I got the phone service, and I was like, nope. And the lady was saying, I can get you a new phone, and it was so ironic. I went to the store and bought a new phone, and the very phone they were offering me was the one I just bought. And she was like, yes, but I bet whatever you paid for that phone for, we can get you a better deal. I said, well, if you can give me a better deal than $80 for the phone I just bought, and it was a Samsung A10 or something like that. 10, I think it's the 10. Anyway, it was a pretty good deal. It was on sale, and I bought it straight out, no contract or anything. And the phone is unlocked, so it's not geo locked. I was like, if you can give me a better deal than that, she was like, well, whatever you're paying now for your phone bill, I can get you a better deal. I said, well, I'm absolutely paying nothing for my cell phone. Someone else pays for my cell phone. I did buy my phone. Someone else pays for my cell phone. So you can give me a better deal. She was like, yeah, but don't you want that power of the phone being your phone in your name? I said, the phone is in my name. The person just pays my bill. If they don't pay my bill, I just take over paying my own bill. So they could not get me on the phone at all.
Now I did switch to the mobile provider that's partnered with my cable company, but that's because one we're in the process, reevaluating bills, which we do once or twice a year.
Mhm.
And my phone through Sprint was finally paid off.
Mhm.
No contract, no anything, and I was able to. I went ahead and got a phone with them because I can now take the phone that I just paid off with Sprint, and put it in a drawer, and it's a backup phone in case something happens to one of our other phones.
Mhm. Yeah.
And I got one through them, and I like everything simple. So I got the iPhone SE because it's just a base phone.
Mhm.
I don't do anything special with my phone. I deal with email, work, and that's it.
Yes.
And I pay 45.31 a month after taxes and everything.
Wow. So your bill's a little cheaper than mine. Mine is barely $50. Mine is
Yeah, so
$50 with taxes and all.
and that's the only reason I switched. That would be lower if I didn't get that phone because that phone is 13 something of my monthly bill.
Oh yeah, because that's the way she was telling me that the bill phone would be $14. And Spectrum partnered with Verizon. She told me they partnered with Verizon for the phone part. So she said it's
Yeah,
behind a
so
good company because
you
they
know,
partnership with Verizon, but
yeah.
it's
Sometimes
like
it's
a
cheaper to
contract for me.
switch. Sometimes it's not. It's just like with everything. Sit down, do your research, get your notepad,
Right.
write
Sit
everything
with your
down.
family and see what's best for your family.
Yep. Soon as the missus phone is paid off, we're doing the same thing with hers.
Hmm.
And she's
Yeah.
got about I think 7 months, and hers will be because with Sprint you pay off the contract or the lease, and then you have to buy the phone, which is 6 months. So I think next month is when we start her 6 months.
Okay. Cedra said the mobile service is not bad, and you have the option to switch your plans month to month. You're just stuck with keeping their internet service to use the phone. Okay. Yeah, because I have the same company, Spectrum, but like I said, my deal was better than the deal they have going on. So,
Yeah.
and I'm not trying to. I mean, like I said, it's already enough. I got the house phone with it, and like I said, I'm glad I do have a house phone with it because to me, even with my other children, when cell phones was really really popular, I always kept a house phone. And people was like, "You still got a house phone?" Yes, I still. As long as I got a child, I got a house phone.
We did until about a year and a half ago.
Hmm.
We finally dropped it just because here at the new house we didn't use it,
Hmm.
and I mean at all.
Yeah, that's what happened
And
with my sister-in-law and my brother.
our
No one
old
was
house,
using it. The only people was calling them is solicitors.
yeah. Well, see now our old house, which is literally less than a mile up the road from this one that we bought, they because of where it's physically located at, our cell phones only worked in about a 4 foot square in the driveway.
Wow.
So we had to have a home phone there.
Mhm.
And when we moved up here and we realized our phones worked here because now we're on almost the top of the valley, uh, it allowed us to never have to rely on it. And so we ended up eventually just getting rid of it just to cut another bill down a little bit.
Wow. Yeah, like I said, I always keep a house phone. I keep a house phone until she's old enough to master, with a cell phone and everything. But for right now, I'm definitely keeping a house phone. And Owner Knight said he was asked to leave the store because he stopped by an elderly lady being cornered into buying $1,200 phone, and the sales rep was pushing on her, and I knew she didn't want it. I mean, and that's ridiculous that they try to push these things on you. I mean, that lady, I
Yeah,
know she was doing her job at Spectrum.
that's
She would
bad.
try everything she could to get me to get a cell phone,
Oh
and I
yeah,
was like,
and
no, thank you. I was like, no. How
yeah,
you gonna tell me a bill is better than me not having to pay my phone bill and the phone I have is not
well,
geo lock, which means I can take it anywhere I want to.
and the catch is too on a lot of those times when you're dealing with them salespeople like that, it's because they work on commission.
Right, right.
Now, when I was job hunting, when I was in between jobs in my field, I did car sales for a little while, And I just couldn't do it because they wouldn't tell you outright, but they require you to lie to customers as a car salesman,
Mhm.
especially on buy here, pay here lots, in order to get them on the lot, to try to get them into something. And I mean, like I said, they never outright told me lie to them, but they'd say anything you can, period, to get them on the lot. I'm like, well, what if they're like, it doesn't matter. Say whatever it takes to get that individual in here on the lot.
Mhm.
And I'm
Yeah,
like, I can't do that.
exactly. That's why I said I couldn't be a super salesperson either, because I'd be like, okay, I'm not finna and it's not finna be on my conscience. Some of these people, especially like I had a lot of friends that sold like Mary Kay and different stuff like that, and I remember they used to end up with all them products, and they really had to push the sale because you have to buy the product before you sell it, so it's
Yeah.
yours until you sell it. So they're about
Yep.
telling you anything to get you to buy this product, and I was like, I could never do that. I'm not gonna buy stuff I know I'm not using and
Yep.
trying to resell it. No, thank you.
Yeah, and it's that was another thing that killed me about that car sales is, I had, I don't know how many hundreds of deals shot down because, well, we're not making enough money on that.
Hmm.
I'm like, I'm like, okay, well, yeah, I've been working with them for however long, and of course, hey, I've been on the customer side. You're going to say, hey, I can afford 300 a month when you can afford a little bit more.
Hmm.
But there's always a point when you're working with somebody, and this as a customer. Um, you have a max, a point that, you know, it becomes too real and you can't go past that point. They just went past it
Hmm.
and you're scared.
Right.
Um, you know, I very quickly learned to be able to see that in somebody when it hits that point. And they would just keep pushing past that point, keep pushing past it. I'm like, dude, you're setting these people up for failure.
Exactly.
And I can't do that.
My sister had a lawsuit behind a car and won because she had was supposed to be buying a car, and when she was going to buy the car, she ended up getting very sick. And the people were still trying to hound her. Oh, we'll send the person to their house to sign it. Blah blah blah. You could just sign the paperwork. And the price that she agreed to before she got sick, when they did the paperwork, they raised the price.
Yep, and they act
She
like
still
they
had
did.
the thing exactly, and they act like they didn't. And when she was there, when they quoted her the price, they wrote it down and stuff. Big mistake. They wrote down the price that they wanted, which they're gonna group her to. So when she got ready to get the car, they was like, "Oh no, you agreed to this, blah blah blah." She was like, "No, that's not what I agreed to." And I was very sick, and I told you that I wanted to wait on the car, but you guys push and stuff. So she took it straight to her lawyer. They sued because she had doctors proof behind doctors visits from being in the hospital, from proving what she had and everything, and she won.
Good.
The people had to pay her all that money back that they called herself going after her for. She
Nice.
didn't have to
Good.
file bankruptcy or anything. And so, like she said, if it's something like that, always consult a lawyer.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Always consult a lawyer because you have rights to, like they do. And like I said, my sister ended up winning that because she wasn't forced to pay for a car that she wasn't gonna that they was charging her way more, trying to take advantage of her because she was sick and they didn't think she was smart enough to go to a lawyer for that. But she did. And also, I said so kindly they asked what she likes and how she uses her phone. Then they lowered the price to 700, which was perfect for her. And she gave me a hug and $20. LOL. Yeah, because
Sounds
that's
nice.
ridiculous. And if they know that you're not used to stuff, it's like, for example, I always heard growing up, and this before I knew anything about driving cars or anything like that. But I always heard, do not go to a car lot without a man. Don't go if you're a woman. Don't go to the car lot trying to buy a car without a man because they instantly gonna take advantage of you. Assume you don't know that much about a car and stuff. But if
Well,
you go with go ahead.
expand on that. Take a man who knows.
Exactly. Take a man. Exactly. One who knows. Thank God. My
Yeah,
ex
because they'll take
knew
advantage
everything
of a
about a
man
car.
just as quick as a woman if they feel they
Exactly.
don't know.
Take a
Exactly.
mechanic with you.
Yes, you
Yeah.
can't take a mechanic or do like we always done. As soon as you leave the car lot, go straight to the mechanic.
Oh yeah, if you take it
Straight
out
to
on
the
a test
mechanic.
drive, they don't send somebody with you.
Exactly. If they don't send someone with you, take it straight to the mechanic. Take it
Right.
straight to the mechanic. Thank God, like I said, my ex-husband, him and his brothers wasn't nothing too much they could do to a car. The only thing they didn't know how to do to a car if you had to put it on the computer and had to have it, done that way. You
I got
know,
a,
Yeah.
electrical.
I got a quick question.
Yes.
When I have this box now, um, I won
So
the
you
U.
got your box already?
No, I am not there yet.
Okay.
Um, I think Roas only sent it yesterday. I think.
Okay, but then you'll probably get it in about a week or so.
Yeah, but what I want to know is, can I have IPTV in the UK from somebody in the US, and if I could, um, would they give me the full package of the UK channels?
It just depends on the service. You know, that would be a question for the IPTV service provider as far as
Right,
if they would be able to support it there
right.
and what they do have as far as the packages and all that.
Do you do IPTV?
No, I don't.
Do you, Georgia?
Yeah, for sure. I canceled my cable a long time ago.
If
Now
I
he
had,
was asking you about the IPTV service. Could you, if he was to get the IPT service on his box, would he be able to get the UK
Yeah, for
as
sure.
well?
Yeah, whatever the providers, whatever channels they have, you can get them. You can get whatever they have.
so every the IPTV I got now, it shows it's got everything that the full the full package that Sky has got. So
Yeah.
if I had IPTV off you, I'd be able to have the same sort of setup. Every channel from Sky as
You can
well.
Yes.
get you get
Um,
every nothing blocked.
mhm. Not necessarily, Marcus. You say the worst thing about the house phone is you have to stay home to answer the phone. No, they got this thing called call forwarding. You can forward your calls to your cell phone, so you still can get all your house phone calls. I've always
Yep.
used call forwarding. So
Yeah.
yeah, that's you're not stuck to only be at home to use your house phone. You can
Yeah,
forward your calls to your cell phone
yeah.
and still use
We
it
used to forward
everywhere.
ours back and forth based on
Hmm.
coming and going from the house.
Yes. And also on the night said he doesn't like standing by watching people get cornered and ripped off. Yes, he sells fire sticks and boxes and etc., but he's a fair person and tries not and doesn't overcharge. That's right, because you know, you especially when it comes to elderly people or anything like that, I would be thinking about how would I do my personal. I wouldn't charge my mama, but still, yeah. Well, if this person was like your mama and stuff, they're on, especially people, or even if it's younger, somebody's on a fixed income. You do your stuff according. I do my stuff according to how the person budget is. Sometimes I'll be a little bit more lenient on what I usually am if I really know that that person is really struggling or they're on a certain budget.
Thanks, Philip.
I don't try to try to get over on anybody. I'm not gonna get blessed that way. You know.
Yep.
How can I find somebody to give me all the UK package in the States or Canada?
I'll talk to you after the show.
Right. Um, we'll sort something out then, Giorgio. Yeah.
Yeah, don't worry. I'll talk to you after the show.
All right, man.
Okay. Good morning, Gerald.
Good morning,
How are
Gerald.
you this morning? Good
Morning.
morning, Leroy Lewis, Philip Tyler, and anyone else. I think I said roster already. But Maldib, would you like to tell them more about what you have going on?
Yeah. Right now we're running the pay it forward. There is a member of our community who is a skinner and Cody builder who during this pandemic's hit kind of the worst case scenario. He had a house fire. Him and his family lost pretty much everything.
Oh, right.
except for like a few pair of shoes. This was a house they rented, so they didn't have homeowners, and they unfortunately also didn't have renters insurance.
Wow.
Red Cross did help them out as much as they could. Right now, they're staying with a family member, but it's him and his wife, and three little kids in one room because of available space. With the pandemic, there's no place for them to rent, so it makes it harder to get back on their feet. So we're doing a lot of raffles and trying to raise money to help them out, pay it forward. So we've been doing raffles for hardware devices. We still got some to go. In fact, we got 3 different boxes still to raffle off. We'll be doing this week, and we're also raffling off services. We've got a big group raffle we'll be doing for 5 different services, all in one hole, for 5 different winners, and all 100% everything is going to them.
That's good. That is.
The PayPal that we have that people are donating to when they buy into the raffles or just simply donate is his PayPal me address. So everything's going directly to him and his family. Luckily, we've been able to do very, very well so far. We just started Sunday night, and we've been able to make hopefully a big impact for them, because I know they're going to have to replace a lot of stuff, a lot of clothes, which is the big, pretty much to me the biggest thing. Furniture and all that you can get over time once you get in a place, but the clothes and all is the biggest factor, especially for the little ones. So we're raising that money, trying to get that to help them out, and we'll probably be doing this. And now this is all going on in Telegram chats for the raffles. We do a live show for the drawings. Winners don't have to be present on the live shows, so if it's someone that is at work when we do one, that's fine. We reach out to them in Telegram after the fact to get with them. And we've had several people from the community that have stepped up and donated devices themselves for raffles. We've had quite a few that would buy into raffles and tell us, hey, if I win, put it back out there for a new raffle. Don't send me the device. So we've had several that's done that to try to give back. Matter of fact, even last night, we had, unrelated to the raffles, we had a couple real to brig giveaways, and both of them that won them said to keep them and use them on the next show when we do the additional vouchers, then to have 2 additional vouchers to give away. So they turned them right back in. So we'll be having on their next live show, we'll be having 4 giveaways to do. It's hopefully going to raise quite a bit for him. We've had quite a few that's donated cash that didn't even want to be part of the raffles, and it's just blown me away, the amount of support that I've seen come through from the community. And in a time like this, with the pandemic going on globally, I couldn't be more proud of the community and those involved.
Yes, and like I said, if it's nothing but like sharing to your social medias, telling your friends about it, your family about it.
Yep.
If you have the money and you're able to go ahead and donate it, or join in some of these raffles on the different Telegram groups. This is for a great cause. We never know when we could be in a situation like this.
Yep. People need help all the time, and
correct.
Even if your helping is getting the word out there, that's helping. Right. So, we understand everybody, there may be a lot of people out there that want to buy into it. They can't right now because everything going on. We understand that, if all you can do is share that link, that's a big help, because you may get a bunch more people involved that can. buy into the raffle, or they may share it, and then in turn someone else can get into it that may not have known about it before. We've had a few people that have bought into it that aren't even on Telegram. They're not in any of the Facebook groups or anything, and it's because they know people out in the real world that are part of our community, and they took it to them, and they gave them the cash, and then that person did the donation for them to be entered in the drawing. So, I mean, that kind of gives you an idea of, extra things you can do to help and how that can help.
Yes. Don't forget to smack the thumbs up. Everyone in the chat, I appreciate you for coming, but make sure you smack them thumbs up now or on your way out. Like I said, it's a great cause. People, like I said, they do. There's a lot of the states had way more resources before this pandemic. Like when you were mentioning about clothing, I know a lot of places probably they could have got some clothes from, or from state to state, or even the furniture. There would have been places that would have donated furniture, or places that you could have got furniture at a discount. But with everything's going on the way it's going on, these stores are barely open now. So that's even more of a reason to donate and to spread the word to those who may be able to afford to donate, whether in the streaming community or not.
Yep.
So, Bruno Nice said he plans to donate. If he wins, he'll just put it back in there and just throw it back up to what he said. Let's see if this is the right one. Anyway, Gerald, I said I was going to wear my hair in a ponytail today. Let me see. I think it's a little further down. What do you see? Here it is. I think. Oh no, he said he's trying to get over on anybody. That's true.
Yep.
Especially during times like these, where a lot of people are not back at work exactly yet, and some are going back to work, but where everything is going on, it could be very well wrong too. So, how long are they back at work?
Yeah, exactly.
That's the whole thing. They're back at work, but how long is that going to last? With there not being anything. And then they were saying this morning on the news that they're fast tracking a lot of these vaccine trials, which means they're skipping the animal testing. They said, and going, that's scary. Going straight to human testing without doing the animal testing first. I mean, not that I like it, not the fact that I like it to be tested on animals, but that's kind of scary to think about. If you think about it.
Yeah.
But it's gonna take a minute. Like they said, might take. The guy was on there from people from CDC and everything this morning. Said this could be around for a very long time, for years to come. So everybody just have to make sure you stay safe, practice your social distancing. If you wear your mask, definitely. I'm back and forth on the gloves things, even though I wear gloves, because I don't know. I'm not sure about they keep saying that it's what's that thing called when you transferring it? I guess wearing the gloves is
cross contamination.
Cross contamination. I'm not sure about that. How do you feel about that? The gloves.
People kill me with gloves. You got people they're you'll see them touching anything and everything while they're wearing them, and then they'll pull their phone out, they'll pull their wallet out, get their cards out.
That's right. And see, that's why I have a hard time about. That's why I'm not gonna lie, I about stopped wearing the gloves, but I keep my hand sanitizer and my wipes with me and everything, because when I get ready to pay for my stuff, I'm ready to take my glove off before I take my wallet out my purse to pay for it, and I still gotta scan it without, and your card is still touching the machine. And then, like you said, if somebody calls, by the time you get your gloves off, they finish calling. So, Especially if it's an important call, so you still touching it with your phone. Then you feel like you got to wipe your phone off. So, it's just a lot.
Yeah, the easiest way.
But I keep them with me just in case. If it's nothing but to open the door and back, I guess.
Well, the easiest way, if you can, if you're coordinated enough, is one glove, one knot. And that way you're reaching into your purse or pulling a wallet out, things like that. You can do with one hand. Of course, now, what I've
Good
been
morning,
doing is kind of
Santos.
thinking
Big
ahead.
Mac Daddy.
Before I put my gloves on, the card I'm going to be paying with is in my pocket instead
Mm-hmm.
of in my wallet. That way, I don't have to use one hand to hold my wallet open or anything like that to get my card out.
Correct. That's what I got. Where I do, I would use my little pouches and everything, and I put my keys in there. Exactly what I'm gonna carry. I don't even carry a full purse like I used to anymore. Not that I was big on carrying them anyway, but I really don't now. I just take what I'm gonna take, and I put like my card or my keys
Yeah,
or whatever, put everything in a Ziploc bag, and there's Ziploc bags.
I've been seeing more women reaching into their bras at the stores these past couple months.
Hmm. Yeah, because you don't want to take all that stuff, and you have to touch it, then dig it. It's crazy. And then you don't know. Like
Yep.
this more, you never know who has and who doesn't. They said this pastor had church last week anyway, and said he affected 180 of his parishioners
Yep. Yeah.
because coming to find out he had it. So,
Yeah, and it's so people, think about that. Carry it the easiest way. Uh,
hmm
for women, obviously, they slide their card in their bra. There they go.
right,
Uh,
right.
like I said, I'll have my wallet in my car, but then I'll put on one glove, and I take my other hand without the glove, and I use it to put the card in my pocket,
Good morning, Kenneth.
and everything, and then use it that way. That way, I can use that one hand to pull it in and out.
Hmm.
And
Morning,
usually when I go to the store, I'm not getting much, so I'm
Right,
either
I'm going there for what I need to get, and I'm back out.
yeah, I'm usually using a basket or something, or I don't even
Hmm.
need a basket, so I'm only using one hand anyway.
Right.
Um, if that's not the case, have someone with you, and that way they can be the one pushing the cart and everything, wearing two gloves.
Yes.
So a lot of times my daughter goes with me to the store, so it makes it easy for us that way.
Yes, my daughter barely goes to the store. I barely let her go out the house. I barely let her go out the house on her birthday last week. And
Well,
that's only because I took her with me to go pick out. We took her with her to go pick out what she wanted for her birthday. But that's because she's little. She did, even
yeah,
though I do make her wear gloves
yeah,
because she touch everything anyway, and she'll touch it. I'm trying to break her out of sucking her thumb, and I'm scared she'll touch something and put her hand right in her mouth. And I'm like, you didn't wash your hands, so I do make her wear gloves. And she goes
yeah.
out and she has to wear gloves and put her hands in her pocket
Mine's
and not touch nothing.
27, so she's learned a little bit more by now.
Yeah. Yeah, good morning, Air 10 Pix. And Gerald, to your answer, no, I haven't went and got my TV yet. I'm going to go get it because I also saw a good deal on the deep freezer. I'm thinking about getting too. So
Ooh, deep freeze. There you go.
yes, I need a deep freezer. Like I said, I just moved, so I do need a deep freezer. And I saw a nice little one that's not too big. And well, my sister-in-law sent me one. Said it was for $60. I said Best Buy. That's not real. She's like, yes. This was advertised this morning, but I didn't see it on the website. So maybe it's open box. I told her it's probably open box deal. Somebody saw. You
Yeah,
know, unfortunately, you can't go in to look at the open box stuff. So,
yeah. Deep
but
deep freezes are a must, in my opinion.
yes, they are. Yes, they are. And so that's why I'm also on the hunt for a deep freezer anyway. So if I'm able to get both of them at the same place, that's a win-win for me. Let me see. Yes, I heard about the sailors on the Navy ship, Cedric. I heard about that. Which, like I said, you got to be very, very careful these days. I don't know. What are some of your protocols when you go out in or when you go out Georgia that you do for safety?
I don't love much.
But when you do go out,
well,
uh,
actually, what I do ain't all that much, to be honest with you, because my community is low in crime. Um,
yeah, but that doesn't have nothing to do with COVID. COVID don't care about crime.
oh, all right, I understand what you mean now.
Hmm.
Well, I personally, I'm still under lockdown,
Hmm.
so um, the only fresh air I have is if I go out to my back garden. Because I can't wait until we come to the time where I can go, because they're only about 13, 14 doors away from me, my parents,
Hmm.
but I can't visit them yet, And
But I mean,
Like,
when you actually have to go out, do you wear your mask and gloves, or do you only wear a mask? Or that's mainly what I'm asking. I guess I should have been more detailed.
uh, I don't wear my gloves. I wear a mask, but I
Hmm.
don't wear my gloves because I've always got a little bottle of the hand sanitizer.
Hmm.
So every time I'm touching something, I'll just give one of my hands a squirt of that hand sanitizer, and that's just about it, really. Yeah. But it is a good idea to wear gloves. But the thing is, what you got to realize as well is people accidentally touch their face as well, even if they wear gloves.
Or their cell phones.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So I don't think of wiping that off. And you're right, JJ. I do teach. I definitely that's a great thing. I do teach my daughter how to sneeze in her fold of her arm or cough in the fold of her arm. Whenever she does do that, I've been from day one teaching her how to do that. So that's very um, good as a precaution because you cannot you know sneeze and cough in your hands. But I see grown people, and it really irks me to see a grown person just cough or something and don't cover up. I'm like, you're grown. Seriously?
yeah.
That's when I want to say, your mama didn't teach you any better, but it don't have nothing to do with the mama, you know.
Yeah,
So
I've got a bad habit of I pull my shirt up over my nose
mm-hmm,
and cough down into my shirt.
mm-hmm,
That's what I've always done.
mm-hmm. Yeah, it's better than just coughing like that guy that died, the bus driver that died last month, because the lady got on the bus and coughed in his face. He
Yeah.
did a whole Facebook video about it, and a week later he was dead. That's horrible. So, you know, like I said, just be safe out there. I know, like I said, when school starts, I'm not putting my daughter back in school. I just feel like she's at her age, she's not gonna do everything she's supposed to do. She's gonna try to. Her intention gonna be well, but when she sees her little friend, she's gonna want to give him a hug.
Oh
Do
yeah.
all the stuff that little kids are used to doing.
Yep.
Like my advice
I feel
is,
like it's putting too much responsibility on her at that age.
yeah,
Good morning, Tim.
shrinking Sharon. My advice is because the UK and the US, they are coming out of lockdown slowly but surely,
Hmm.
and they are doing it more or less at the same time. But my advice is to keep isolated. Just ignore this relaxing of the shutdown.
Hmm.
Um, I'd still keep isolated. I would because what's going to happen is you're going to see a second peak because
Oh yeah.
they're allowing schools to open back up as well soon, and
Some countries have already opened schools back up.
yeah, it's only a matter of time before the kids come home, pass it to their parents or their brothers and sisters, and then it'll end up spreading around the community, and then next thing you know, numbers will be going up again every day, and then we'll be back to square one then.
Yes. Good morning, 10-minute reviews. 10-minute reviews that people thought I had COVID. Cleaning my phone all the time. Cleaning clothes on deck 24/7. Always wiping my phone down. I do the same thing. Also, like I said, I have a habit. When we come in a house, we take our shoes off at the door. We spray them down with Lysol. Wipe them down. We already before we even leave the house, we make a habit of laying our clothes up that we're gonna wear when we get back.
Hello, Tim
We have
Windsor.
the clothes ready to throw in the wash, take our showers or bathe and everything, and change our clothes. We get back. Matter of fact, if I know I'm going to go out early that morning, instead of taking my shower, I do a good real of worship because I know I'm taking a shower as soon as I get back from being out. You
Like
know,
they are saying
that's just how we do it for our household.
they are saying in the UK and Donald Trump is saying in the States, they're going to find a cure within a year. Um, but remember SARS when I was around? That killed about 40 million people worldwide, and that was 18 years ago, and they still haven't got a cure for SARS now. And
Yes.
that was COVID. Um, that was the same family as COVID
Right.
19. That was the coronavirus as well, SARS was. And they still haven't found a cure for it.
Yes. So, like I said, I'm big for my household. We're gonna still stay cautious. We're not doing all that relaxing things. On certain things they're opening up, we're still not gonna entertain going because on certain things. Now, some things, you got to go into. Like I heard some people say, I know a guy opened up the gym and he was like, if people go to Walmart, why can't they go to my gym? And he opened up his gym anyway. And a lot of people came there to show to support him, but I didn't hear the rest of the story, so I don't know what they did about it. But he opened up his gym anywhere, anyway. So you just have to. I mean, heck, I work out at home, but come down to it, he could have did that. He could have had virtual. Dude, make an app, heck.
Yeah, I think
Maybe we still gonna work out.
Planet Fitness has been doing free workouts with people in the mornings and things like that via streams.
Yes, yes, yeah. Because I seen there wasn't that through Facebook or something. They have an app too. I think a workout daily through Facebook. Planet Fitness.
What was that?
I said, doesn't Planet Fitness have some type of workout daily thing through Facebook? I've heard.
Yeah, they're one of the ones doing it.
Yeah, so and there's too many free ways to work out than for me to go risk my life at the gym. And believe me, I love the gym.
Oh,
I
if,
love
if
the
you're
gym.
someone that works out or wants to work out, there's actually a trainer. Her name is Darabee, Tarebee. She runs a website, Darabee.com. And this has always been this way. This isn't something because of COVID. She has thousands of different things with information on there with workouts. She's got 1,400 plus workouts in a database on there
Wow.
that is all themed workouts.
I'm gonna have to check that out because I've done enough beach body. In fact, I need to get back to doing my beach body. I have all the beach body stuff. And
Well,
I think I'm gonna sort that out.
the nice thing is, she's got timers on her website, like if you're using your computer or tablet to help with the workouts and stuff like that. I think recently here, I just brought the site up. She's got one called the Hermit, which is a themed workout that involves squats and set up things like that. For those of us that have become hermits during this and never leaving the house and all that. Like I said, they're just all themed.
Yeah.
She's got one for different superheroes. Workout you would do if you were a Batman. As far as parts of the body to concentrate on. And it keeps it interesting for people. And right now, that's a great thing.
Yes, it is. It's a guy on YouTube. It's for kids, and I forgot the name of him. I subscribe to him. My daughter watches him sometimes, and she said she used to watch him in school too. So she goes and watches that and works out with that sometime. Him sometime.
And we'll go ahead and throw this link out here for those that are looking for workout information. And of course, she's got meal plans on there, a little bit of, like I said, a little bit of everything. So, some of y'all out there
checking it out.
Yeah, some of y'all out there went to the gym or just looking for the workouts and everything to kind of help keep yourself going during all this. You can find a lot of great stuff in there.
Oh yes, I'm definitely like I said, I'm going to go and check that out for sure. And the surprising thing I saw a couple of days ago was Saturday. I was out and they had a line. Oh my goodness, you would have thought people were giving away free stuff. A line for the nail salon. I was like, are you serious? That line was so long, and Popeye's not that far from my house. Every single time I pass by Popeye's, I promise you, it feel like that same chicken sandwiches returned its popularity. The line, as long as the eye can see, it curves around the corner. It's like a business next to it. They used to go straight to the street, up the street, but now they go across this abandoned building that's next to them. So they do that whole parking lot all the way to the road, turning up the road. I'm like, seriously? I said, they must not be on the Grubhub or DoorDash or any of them sites like that. That line, I don't care what time of day or night I go by, that line is long.
Yeah, there's one of the old Dairy Queens around here that, it's 100% either drive through or walk up window. and no inside dining at all at this one. Never has been. And anymore, it's nothing to see it literally lying down the road from their drive-through.
Hmm. Yeah, I mean, because but a lot of restaurants. Before I say that, Tim, if you don't mind, could you post Small Dib's channel and the link so people could go subscribe to him? And also, I forgot what I was going to say. Heck, this is not important. But yes, like I was saying, I know I was about to say, that if you think about it, checkers and rallies, I know some places it's called rallies, some places it's called checkers.
Yep.
Them restaurants need to start doing like them. They've been doing social distancing before social distancing because you could never go in that restaurant. You had to go through the drive-through or walk up to the window. Same thing like Sonic. Them and Sonic, they need to make all the restaurants like that now.
Oh,
Now they got social distancing, have it where you can walk up to the window if you're walking, or you can or drive through only. I mean, that's about the best way for these restaurants to survive. Instead of trying to get all these outdoor tables and hope they social distancing and somebody, you can't predict how far that's really going to go, or somebody might walk by, they still gonna get it. They still can get it. So I think that's the best way to do it. Good morning, Derek. That's the best way to get it. I mean, far as to survive with the restaurants these days, with everything that's going on.
Yep.
And they were saying this morning that there the Netflix, most TV channel shows and stuff, networks are running out of stuff to watch on TV because they didn't never plan for this. They're gonna end up coming up this upcoming season. It's gonna be a lot of reruns or old shows that they're bringing back that are reruns because with the COVID, writers are having a hard time finding out ways to rewrite scripts
Yep.
for different things and
hard to record the episodes and all that.
What's up, people?
Hey, Mr. Butler. What's
Hey,
happening, man?
I'm doing something right now. I just want to jump in and show the shirt off real quick.
Hey, I like your shirt.
Big.
There you go.
That is nice.
Oh, real nice.
There it is, baby.
Where'd you get that from, Butler?
I got the YouTube on the sleeve. I like that.
Oh, sorry,
Yeah.
hold on.
That's very nice.
Very nice.
There you go. Sorry about that.
Okay,
Well,
you want me to click off on you or leave it on you?
Did you get that off Shrinking Sharon, Butler?
Of course. I got a shirt to match too. Tell your brother I said thank you to Shrinking Sharon for
I
this.
will. I will definitely make sure I tell him.
Oh, that is real smart.
Really nice.
It's
Yeah.
great quality too.
Yes. Let me click on you one more time for those who didn't see good.
Sure. There it is.
Here's the MS&7 sweatshirt.
Oh, that's really nice.
YouTube on the sleeve.
YouTube on
Yeah,
the sleeve.
I like that.
And this is their logo, I guess, for the company, right?
That's the fact. Yeah.
Yeah, Butler, that's nice. That is.
That's it.
Really nice. Yeah.
Sorry about that. I didn't want to interrupt the show. I'm
No.
just,
That was good cause to interrupt the show. And I'll try to remember to be put it in the notes every time, and I will post more in the Telegram group too.
Okay, sounds good.
Yes, post more in this Telegram group for the company, and you guys want to order your shirts and stuff. And Kiko, I believe you got yours also. Yeah, I know he told me you got yours for Mr. Butler.
Want your buddy?
Okay, Kiko said he has that same one too.
Oh yeah, I like it.
Yeah. How do you like yours, Kiko?
Smack the butt.
Let me see. Yeah, those are nice.
Because I'm actually programming something right now. I'm doing some stuff right now.
Oh, she was wondering why you were being so quiet, Ronster.
Yeah. I'm sorry, man.
Uh,
I'm still listening.
You're in your grind programming, huh?
Exactly.
I was watching what's the guy's site you have to go to when you do downloader last night, and he was saying that in his experience, but taking the bathroom was able to do more storage. What is that guy's name? I can't think of his name. Troy Point. He was saying he was only able to add 40 gigs of storage to his TiVo. I mean, from the jump drive when you use the the cord, the C thing that goes on from your phone. Yeah. But I could have swore on checking the bathrooms it was 400. So I guess different people with different you know, experiences. Have you tried to add storage yet, Bob?
No, I haven't.
Yeah. I'm on when I go get my TV, I'm going to go ahead and hook mine up and see how it go. Which it looked like it's going to be 100% rain today, so I know it's not going to happen today. Hopefully, it won't be raining like this tomorrow, and I could try to go
I
get
think
one
it's supposed
tomorrow.
to rain. It's supposed to rain here until next week.
I think it's supposed to rain here in the next couple of days, but not as much tomorrow. So all this rain, I know my grass is crying for it. My grass got cut when I first moved in. It looked like it's never been cut. It looked like I live in an abandoned house. Because a guy was supposed to come. Actually, he's supposed to come today, but he's not coming today with all this rain. So I don't know what day he's coming back to cut my grass. Yeah. So, anything else before we close out?
I'm looking at t-shirts. I am
Oh yeah,
guessing.
did you ever get your shirts?
No,
Uh,
they still haven't come back, Sharon.
wow, you need to get up with them because you ordered your shirt around the same time Kiko and Mr. Butler ordered theirs. And well, you know that. And my brother originally forgot to mail it, but then he finally mailed it, and they got theirs. So there's something going on with your company. You need to get up with
Yeah,
them to
and
find out what's going on.
I can't remember what company I had it off now.
You don't remember the name of the go in your history. You didn't bookmark it or anything.
No, I just took it for granted that they'd come back okay, you know.
All right, have a good day. Wow. And what?
Never
Yes.
mind.
Oh, okay. Yes, he added 400 gig. You're right. Yeah. Have you tried that on yours, Mac Daddy? It's hot in H Town. Everybody buying it where he live in Houston. Oh, are you talking about it's hot in H Town? Far as the weather, or is it hot? Far as buying far as the selling of the TiVo 4Ks, Mac Daddy.
Ian, why are you breathing so hard?
Yeah, it says.
Uh, sorry, I don't know.
Thank you so much, Ronster. Thank you so much. I'm gonna go in my studio and unlock that live because I was watching. I didn't notice that someone put a comment and asked me how could they're trying to watch the live shows, but how do I? Because some of mine, like I said, some of mine will show up where it has the replay, and some won't, and I don't know why. But now now I know that now that you told me, Ma did, and thank you. And
Share.
before, yes,
Did you watch my videos? One of my videos? How was
I
it?
did, and I also sent you a message, so I know you didn't check my message. Yes, I posted them in Telegram. I was trying to tell you that when you upload your video, go ahead and post it in Telegram so everybody can see it.
Sure. Yeah.
You know, because sometimes people don't know, and with the way YouTube do, every time I turn around, I have to go back to all. It'll keep putting it on personal.
So we
you
gotta
have
be
to
careful.
go and put it on all with the bell icon.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't even know that your video came out, so make sure you always post it on social media so people will know to watch it. A lot of
Okay.
times that's where they click it from Telegram because they seen this in your Telegram groups.
Okay. I didn't know that.
Yeah, so make sure you do that after you upload it. Click it there. But yeah, I seen both of them about the build. The build was nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a real nice video. I commented too.
Thank you.
Yes, yes. So before we get ready to go, once again, for those who came late, I asked Ma Dib if you don't mind to tell us one more time what's going on, and then we're going to get ready to close out.
All right. Over on in Telegram, we're running a bunch of different raffles for a fundraiser for a family in the community who lost everything to a house fire during the pandemic, and doing a bunch of raffles there. And then we're doing the live shows in order to do the drawings. So if you do see us posting or on my channel, see the videos, share them out there. If you can donate or buy out on a raffle, that's great. But there's other ways to help out too, especially during the pandemic. Sharing the information out there, getting it out there, that helps just as much. Getting in front of a few more people, see if there's someone else that may be interested that could buy into it. So you don't always have to jump in as far as with money or devices or anything like that. During any type of pay it forward or raffle events. So again, we've got videos on my channel. We did one to kick it off for May Pay It Forward. And then we've done one drawing on there as well that had, I believe it was 5 or 6 raffles in it that we did. So you can get more information from that video that was posted the other day. And you can reach me in Telegram in the MS&7 chat. I'm in different groups as well. So, you can hit me up there. You can also talk to Mike G, who's been on here before with me. China Cap, if you're familiar with her, or Storm. All of them have the information as well. And if it's a question that they don't know, they can get the answer for you.
Okay. Like I said, if you're able to financially contribute, that would be great. If you're able to enter the contest and try to win the device, that would be wonderful. If you can't afford to do nothing but share it on your social media, tell your friends. It doesn't matter whether they're in this community or not. This is for a great cause. This is to help one of our fellow members that's in need. So then every little bit helps. So as I say, make sure you tell a friend to tell a friend about these raffles that's going on. If they have to give it to you so that you could pass it on for them. And Air 10, I hope you get well soon. Okay, with that being said, we're going to get ready to close out. So we're going to start with Ian.
Oh, sorry about that.
It's okay.
I was just looking at t-shirts. Thank you to everybody who've turned up the Shrinking Sharon show. Keep up the good work, and thanks again for joining, and stay safe. Ignore the lockdown restrictions. Stay isolated. And thanks again for supporting Shrinking Sharon. Thank you.
Thank you. Good morning, Octavia. Thank you. Giorgio?
Yeah, I made it to the morning show. Wow. Anyways, thanks everybody coming out for the morning show to supporting Shrinking Sharon and the MS&7. And thanks, and we'll see you again. Thank you.
Okay, Mr. Butler?
Sorry, guys. Thank y'all for coming. I got here a little late. We appreciate the support, and we'll see you guys next time.
Okay. And my dear.
Hey, thank everybody for showing up this morning, watching the show. Appreciate y'all tuning in. And y'all have a great, safe day. See you tomorrow.
Yes. Hello, Ken. And with that being said, we thank you for coming. You could have been anywhere, but you chose to be here, and I more than appreciate it. And if you haven't got a chance to, make sure you press that like button. Make sure you press that bell icon, and within pressing the bell icon, make sure you press all so you get all the notifications. That's the only way you get all the notifications is by pressing the all under the bell icon. Also, don't forget to tell a friend that friends don't let friends. Mr. MS&7 Morning Show. With that being said, peace.